What's up, guys? Sean the Bro here, and we are back for another Lords of the Fallen. And everything is very exciting right now because you guys have been loving these streams, and on top of it, there's a new Lords of the Fallen game that just came out, so you know that we got more content after this one. This one we're actually very close to being done already. We've only done 5 streams. I tried to avoid spoilers, but I did look it up beforehand when trying to plan out the streams, and I know that there's only like 4 bosses left or something like that. I could be a little bit off, but we're a lot closer than you would probably expect, and so I'm excited to hop into it today. For those of you that may not have watched last time or are just tuning in for the first time, we're at the point where we have to fight the Rogar Lords, and I had already seen, I'd already met 2 of them at this point. This guy is one of them, and there's one outside in the main area to this area. Best way I can describe it, because I don't know the names of any of the places in this game. But hey, Grandma, thanks for coming in and checking out the stream. You might have noticed that we got a little overhaul. So I have a different banner, I have a different avatar for my profile picture, I have a few different emotes and things. So we've been upgrading the channels quite a bit. So thank you all for coming in and giving me your support with that, and I really appreciate it. It's been very cool to see. So what I have to do is actually figure out how to fight this guy. This is where we left off last time. It literally says find a way to get to him, and I don't know the answer. I think we probably have to leave this place. Oh. Well, that was like forcibly being asked to leave the place. But I think we have to leave this place, but the problem is I'm not sure exactly, like I think we had finished everything we need to do for the other boss, to fight the other boss, but I don't exactly remember everything about it. Now that I'm kind of talking about it, I do remember one thing actually. Excuse me, the other boss, and I think the first one we're really supposed to fight, is right through the portal. When we entered the portal, he was just straight ahead across the bridge. So now that I kind of spoke through it, actually, I think I answered my own question. Additionally to the great news about this game, by the way, Lies of P that I've been telling you so much about, that I'm saying I want to play it and I'm scheduled to play it next, it is on Game Pass, and we will be playing it right after this game. Additionally, it's been getting great reviews, which I don't care much for reviews. I'm not a review guy. I like to play the game and just enjoy it or do whatever with it on my own. But I do appreciate it in this case because it is a Soulsborne game, and people can be really critical when games come out that are similar to others. So seeing those great reviews gets me excited about how we can enjoy it going forward in these streams, in the Souls Wednesday streams. So with all that out of the way, let's see if we can figure out where we gotta go. I don't want to take too much time on this. I know we opened this door, and this is where we had gone, the Altar Ruins. Hey, what's up, Dad? Thanks for coming in, guys. It's so nice of you. Very nice to see you. This door is open now because I'm guessing the lever that we pulled. So Mr. Meaty over here is going to kind of block my progress for a second. But a few of these trapdoors opened from the last episode, and I need to figure out exactly how I can get back. Either how I can get back or where she went, because she is just gone. Yeah, I thought she was here, right? But she's not here anymore. Oh wait, no, we opened this door. Oh, see, I'm trying to remember. I am trying to remember. Do this real quick. Alright, cool. Alright, so this is where we went. Oh, yeah. So I just went in a circle, basically. The like the collision on the door is a little bit farther back there. I just walked right through it. Hmm. Okay. See, I don't know if I can fast travel in this game. I honestly don't think I can. I think I just need to run back to the portal and fight that guy first, because I don't know. I can't remember for the life of me where she went. If it was explained. Maybe she just disappeared. Okay. That one I just flat out can't even interact with. Okay. My apologies for not remembering. But we're just going to do that because I think, what is this? The one who stood up for us. I'm pretty sure I read that. Yeah, unlock this. Nice. Okay. Alright, well these guys, I know I can shoot them with the gauntlet, but I'm pretty sure I'm just going to get ganked here, and that's okay. I will accept my death here. Alright. Let me think about this one. I gotta think about how I can get back to where I want to be. So... Alright. Oh, wait a second. Yes, okay, so I can go back this way. And I think, if I recall correctly, I can actually just walk out the other path here, and I will get to the portal that I actually need to be at. But it has been a week, and my memory is not serving me as well as it should be. Hi, buddy. While we're here, I mean... Yeah, because I can go out this way. I think I got it. Okay, yep, we got it. We got here. Sorry about that, guys. It took like a good 8 minutes, but we finally got back here. So now I just have to figure out exactly where that portal was that had led me to the boss. Because I think... What's up, big guy? Why are you out here? And why can't I talk to you except for very certain angles? There we go. Always.
I have some right here. Take them.
Ulish many skull. Kra kra. Need more. Kruk.
Oh. Here's another one for you. It's right there. Hi, big guy. Alright, I'm just trying to think again. So I think... I'm pretty sure I just have to run backward this way, and I literally lead up. Like, go right to it. And I think we'll be good. We'll be right where we need to be. And now that we did that little, like, side... It's not even a side mission, but we decided to follow the girl that we were with, then I think that is supposed to help us with the enemy here. It's not the Annihilator, even though that's what it says, defeat the Annihilator, but I think it's supposed to make this fight easier for us. I'm not exactly sure what it did. Here we go. The Guardian. This is the fight that I was trying to get to. So we were able to get here, which is great. Okay, but it did not solve the problem that we set out to solve, actually. Now that I am looking at it. Right? I don't think it solved it. Aren't these little lanterns the issue? Because they were setting us on fire. Alright. I'm going to look this up because I honestly don't know and I don't remember. I don't want to spend the stream doing this if this is not the right thing. So we know his name is the Guardian, and I'm going to look. I'm literally going to type in, what is the... Okay, I'm going to say, should you fight right away? Okay, never mind. So I'm actually very glad I looked this up because it says the game is misleading when it says you can take a different route. You have to go back and fight him anyway. Okay, well we have our answer. So that was genuinely well worth my time because I would have been like, you know, we'll go back and do that. Literally not worth my time. So I'm very glad we looked that up. All right, we are gonna fight this guy. So hopefully we will beat the Guardian today at the least. And then we will only have 3 other bosses. I don't think he's going to be too bad. I need to get a spawn closer. I know there's a crystal way closer. That way I don't have to do this run every time. I'm not sure exactly what to do about those, like... What are they called? Not like fire pits, like a brazier. That's the official name for them. I'm not sure what to do about them. I thought that they were the problem that we were being notified about. And we went and we did that other section that was supposed to, like, help us with that. And I think he still has them. So I don't know exactly what I missed there, but... Okay. Also, I need to find... I know there's a crystal closer. I don't think there's one down here, but maybe there is. Now this just leads to him again, which is just gonna get us killed, but okay. Yeah, I can't seem to, like, do anything with them. Alright, whatever. See, I see him lighting up. Okay. Actually, that wasn't so bad, though. Hey, Krim. Thanks for coming in, buddy. Nice to see you. I don't know if it's... I'm guessing it's not safe to attack here. I'm going to try it anyway. Well, it was safe that time because he did whatever that was, but... I feel like that's not... In general, that's not a safe bet. Brazier thing. Oh yeah? You've been working hard? Have you played the game yet? Or have you just continuously been modding? I know part of modding you end up playing it to test and all, but have you gone through it and enjoyed it, or are you just really enjoying the modding right now? Alright, friend. I'm gonna need to find a different, or is it really... maybe that is what I'm supposed to do. Just like... Can I attack him freely at this point? Oh, those braziers do a lot. Okay, it's not worth it. I was able to dodge them every time before, and then I'm like, oh, maybe I'll just tank the hits for the free hits on the boss. Nope. It's like an instant kill. My bad. That was incorrect. Yeah, finished the game. Nice. Very nice. Well, now you can enjoy it freely, at least. You can just mod to your heart's content. We have been having a fantastic time with figuring out the gimmicks to each of these bosses. This one, it seems like if I just keep backing up, I will be able to beat them. Just keep backing up and dodge the braziers, keep backing up, land one hit, and leave. I think it's going to be another fight like the Beast or the Champion. I think his name... Is this the Champion? I can't remember who's who now. They all have very generic names. I think this is the Guardian. I think the Champion is who I'm referring to. The Champion was the guy that was like... He just kind of rushed at you. Alright. Yeah, this is the Guardian. So... Oh, I forgot this shot right at the start. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. I need to find a closer... There's got to be a closer one. Come on. So, what about the other entrance here? It's the one underneath. Which one am I thinking of? It's over here, right? Okay. I got confused. I thought it was on the other side. It's like right next to it. Alright. So I think there's gotta be... I'm pretty sure there's a crystal, but I don't know where it was at. I thought it was right up there. Hi, friend. I think you were shooting me with the arrow. Okay, no, I really don't see a crystal. I don't want to do this run every time. Is there not a closer one? Like, I'll even take one in here, because if I can climb up. Hi, buddy. Okay, I still can't open those either, so that's not it. Hey, what's up? How you doing, Strict? Nice to see you, buddy. Thanks for coming in. Alright, so I think this is the correct one with the little checkpoint. But this is still even a hellish run to get to that boss because I'm gonna have to run through like 4 people and hopefully not take a hit. Why can it not just start me right next to it? I don't know, I don't even see it. This might not even be it. I mean, that would make it this one. It's got to be one of these two. These are the only two. I hear it. So, yeah, it's definitely up here above me. Alright, I mean, I'll do this one as a shorter run, but this sucks. I wish there was a closer one. How am I... Oh, okay. I remember how confusing this place was. Alright. Anyway, we're here now. So let's go ahead and use this. I know it's here. Here it is. Finally found it. Oh, okay. I can actually get to it from here. I'm so glad we did this then. This is open. We can actually walk right through there. Okay, good. This is a new game. Looks like Dark Souls. This is actually a pretty old game. Not old, but it's from 2014. And there's a new one coming out this month. And so I wanted to play through this and get familiar with the series so that we could play the new one as well. It's called Lords of the Fallen, and it is very, very Dark Souls inspired. It's quite fun, actually. I think they did a great job with it. I'm excited to see. The new one is supposed to have a lot of improvements, obviously, and it's a lot longer. This one's pretty short, but I do enjoy this game. And we're almost at the end here. We're in the last set of bosses. Alright, so that's definitely punishable. He's got a heck of a window after that to punish. Alright, these are like literally an instant kill. Looks like I can easily dodge or roll, or run from them. It doesn't really cause any problems, so. Yeah, the one with the thing with this one, Strict, is it's very, very slow. Not the actual combat so much, it's not super slow, but the actual movement, like the rolling is very slow. So it's not like you can just panic roll as easily like I did for a long time in the Souls games. You have to be a lot more careful. The bosses typically don't have as much depth in this game, which is kind of good because it allows you to learn their patterns without too much effort. So I'd say it's easier than Dark Souls, but it's still an enjoyable experience. The armor design is amazing in this game. It's great in Dark Souls too, like Dark Souls as well, but I really like the armor in this game. Oh, come on. The music changed. This makes me think this is like a different phase, but he seems to be... I didn't see him power up or anything. Or was it not even the music changing? Is that just like... Was that just music or like a sound effect that had played from something? I don't know where that came from. Ah, okay. What? That threw me off. What was that? Was that just a wild card? They're like, yeah, we're gonna throw this in here. What was that? I've never heard that before. Okay. Do you have a tutorial on game modes for UE5 and utilizing level blueprints? I don't have a specific tutorial for either of those topics, but I do use game modes all the time, and I do use the level blueprint relatively frequently. I might be able to help you. If there's something in particular you want, just let me know. I'll do my best. But I don't have anything that would be specific to them. Right, the ultimate curve. Like, what was that? I had never... It was just random music. I mean, it like signified, it seemed to signify a phase change. But he didn't change phases that I can tell. Usually they have like an animation that goes with it. Unless it was like the end or the start of this music for some reason, but I didn't hear it ever again. Unless it just like looped and for some reason that part normally gets cut out. I don't know. I'm confused by it. Oh, he got stuck on that. So this boss seems pretty easy actually. As long as I am patient, I can just basically keep him walking around this arena. When he does his dash, dodge the dash, and I got hit there, but usually I can punish this pretty freely if I do it right. And shoot him with the projectile when I can. When he does this, just run around. Don't get hit by these, because these absolutely melt. There we go. Yeah, I don't think this boss will be too bad, actually. I'm hoping he doesn't have another phase. But we'll see. I think we can definitely take him. Oh, I missed my first attack there. Oh, and I took a hit because of it. Oh, I got stuck on the brazier again. What's up, big guy? Don't get stuck on the brazier. Okay. The one time I don't want a boss to get stuck somewhere because it actually benefits me because I can punish that move and get stuck on it. No! Ah, okay. This run's going out the window. Alright. Took a hit because we got a little greedy, but you know what? That was alright. Can't believe that was considered a miss, or he might be invincible during that little window. Woo! In 1 second, strict. I promise I will answer that question. Alright, so you had said change music, nothing happened. It's a giant curveball. No. It's a giant curveball, and it really threw me off. I think it legitimately got me killed. And notice it's not playing this time. Like, what happened? I'm guessing it was a bug, which I'm totally fine with, but I think it was a curveball by the boss. That's how I'm choosing to remember it. Alright, we're doing pretty well. I have a little bit over half my health, and he's got a little under, so I think it's possible. I whiffed a little bit too many, and I took a little too many hits trying to be greedy, so it's possible I will suffer a loss here, but it's going to be close, and we definitely could beat him. No, I think we are going to suffer a loss, just because of how close it is. I could play it a little bit safer and make it take longer. I might be able to beat him. But, oh, well, okay, that actually worked out really well. I thought that was going to screw me over bad, but it did not. Okay. Can I hit him in this? I can, okay. I'm going to heal now, and then we're out. This is what we got. He's got a lot of health left for that, so I'm not super confident that we're gonna beat him, but I have faith that we can. Ugh. Oh, and we whiffed. It's a bad day, ladies and gents. Let's hit him with the range, though. Ah! It's a very bad day, ladies and gents. I've never seen him do that. That's apparently what he does if you start attacking him when he's got his swords in the ground. That's the first time I triggered that. Finally got my visa for Canada. I started my game dev program in January, by the way. That is awesome. I support the heck out of that. Enjoy. Congratulations, too. I think that's going to be an awesome time. I do know some games or some studios that are in Canada as well for game development, so that's pretty interesting. Oh, come on. Oh, yes. Yes. We just got out of there in time. All right. No. Okay. Okay, okay. We dodged it. We still dodged it. Woo. Woo. Okay, things are getting a little dicey here. Oh. Nope. No. No, I'm stuck on the brazier. Okay. It's a little dicey. I got half my health, no heals remaining. He's got just a sliver left. Come on. Come on. No! Oh! Oh! Yes! God decided that I would get a freebie there. That was a freebie because that was a shot I took right in my face. Woo! Run! Whoa. Okay. Yes, let's go, baby! Free money right there. Luckily, his attack pattern was quite simple, and he didn't have a second phase, but he hit hard. It was pretty stressful, because that was a pretty drawn-out fight. Alright, well, I'm glad we were vindicated. So there's the Guardian beaten, so we got 3 bosses left, I believe. We know one is the Annihilator. That's one of the Rogar Lords that we just beat right there. Boom, baby. Thousands of candles unlocked. Alright. So, also you said, how do you feel about the Unity changes? Alright, I think, by the way, hi Dan. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. The Unity changes were absolutely horrendous. I will go into them if you want. I don't need to, I feel, because of how bad they are. But, for those that don't know, Unity has mentioned, they put out like a little announcement that they are going to be charging per install, 20 cents per install, and it's a little bit more complicated than that, but basically think of it as they're going to be charging 20 cents per install for your game. So you would be charged for people to buy your game, which that's not good. I don't like that as a business model, and I don't like supporting that. So personally, it's a good question. Don't get me wrong. I wasn't saying it like that. It's just, what can I say good about it? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It is a terrible decision. I think this is where I'm supposed to go. And I wish it wasn't like that. Now, I do believe they rolled back their change and said that it would be paid for by the publisher or something. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't trust it at all. The fact that they were willing to offer that in the first place is sketchy. I don't like it. I feel bad for anyone who has a game very far along, like a lot of developers do in Unity, and they get hit with that, and that's just not good. That would make you really nervous. So yeah, I don't feel great about that, but it's a good question. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that. So by the way, she's here. So this is where she went, which I was asking for earlier. And UE5 is always the way to go. Just wondering about Unity devs. Great. I like that mindset. I love Godot as well. Hey, Snatchin'. Nice to see you. Just saw your message. Thanks for hopping in, buddy. We just beat the Guardian, so we already beat our boss for the stream. Maybe we'll beat 2. We beat one of the Rogar Lords. Oh, I like that mindset. I also really like Godot. I definitely support Godot if you're a Unity developer and you're looking to switch. I am also getting on that train because Godot is wonderful. I like it for lightweight stuff mainly, I'll be honest, but I do like it. I do support it. And I support Unreal for anything heavier, for sure. So I would say there's plenty of alternatives. That would be my honest advice. And it's a good question, Strict, for real. But right now, I don't feel like supporting Unity, quite frankly. I'm more than willing to be open about that, as many have, because we don't want to support that type of business model, in my opinion. Not as indie developers. What if you don't have a publisher? So that is just for Unity. If you don't have a publisher, that's a good question, though. What happens? I don't know. What would happen? I mean, you kind of need a publisher in one way or another, but you can technically do it on your own. So you're right, that's a good question. I guess you would then pay it. See, it's just screwed up all the way around. There's not like a good solution here. All right, buddy, so I see that you're like kicking my butt, and that's great and all. I don't have any health. I just want to heal right here. I already beat the boss. I'm just looking to cash in my souls. Really, I don't need you to sit here. Do you want me to just kill you with ranged attacks while you're stuck there? I can talk to the community while you're stuck there. Because look at my health. I don't... This is going to take a while. Maybe we'll just die and come back and grab him. I don't know. Strick says, I tried out Godot one summer. Well, it's nice. Right? I like Godot. Snatch says, let's go. Another one. Thank you. Yeah, we have 3 more Rogar Lords left. That's fine. Just kill me. I don't want to delay the stream for that. We can come get these souls back. Where is your HP bar? You see the gap between my fingers? That's how big my HP bar was. Also think about the publisher, like when your game gets free to play on Microsoft Store, Microsoft has to pay for the install. Okay, that's actually pretty funny to think about, but that is like a genuine issue. I could see them not wanting to do that for sure. So, oh, I didn't realize we were gonna spawn in here. I'm actually in a great mood now. In a great mood. Now, sir, I'm going to end your existence. I just want you to be aware of that, so you can kind of, you know, start making peace, because I am going to kill you. I'm trying to let you know. I think it's reasonable. It's fine. You keep knocking me down, but I'm going to keep getting back up, and I'm going to kill you. What is that? Oh, wait, I got crossbowed. I was like, wait, what did he do? I got crossbowed by some guy. All right, so I see you brought help. So maybe I should not have told you I was going to kill you, because you did prepare for this. You got the exits trapped. All right, buddy. You know what? I'm in here. I'm ready to go then, all right? I always stay true to my word, and I will kill you. And I'm going to kill your friends too now, unfortunately. Okay, you brought them into this. You ambushed me when I was just trying to use my souls. So you really brought this upon yourself. We got our checkpoint. That boss is down. That area is down. This guy's kind of being a creep. Sir, can I get out and speak to the NPC over here? I don't know why you're blocking me so hard. I'm not doing anything to hurt you. Yes, direct me to your power source. Oh, it's that way? Oh, come on, get out of here. All right, I'm just talking to you. Let me talk to you and exit this conversation. Yes!
Look at these walls, Harkin. Wow. They tell you a story, if you know how to listen.
You don't say.
Take this.
You don't
It'll show you what I mean.
All right, what do they say?
What do the signs on the wall say?
Old stories, mostly. I mean, they mean nothing much to me, but they might help you in your search. Using the stone I gave you, you'll be able to decipher them by yourself.
Okay. What are you doing
What
here?
are you doing here?
I might have read it all wrong, but if I haven't, then someone is supposed to meet me here to meet me and take my hand.
Harkin is going to
What
marry
is it?
you. That's what that means. Can you read your book
So,
now?
you can read your book now. Did you find what you wanted?
Yeah, I can, but it's confusing. I won't bother you with it. Not yet.
Why'd you
Even
say you
more
like
for my
that?
collection. Thank you.
You didn't have to say you like that. That
I have things to do.
that offended
Your
Harkin
loss.
a little bit. See, she said you're lost. See, okay. Oh, we got 4 notes. Cool. All right. Can we agree that ever since UE5 was released with the overwhelming amount of optimizations like Nanites, Unity has fell drastically behind? I personally do believe Unity has fallen behind for the most part. Unreal is not the best for 2D and for sprites. Performance-wise, it's fine and it works well, but I feel like it's fallen behind in ease of use in that area. 2.5D is okay, but 2D, I feel like it has fallen behind. I would like to see more support. I know they don't really support it, but that's okay because I love Unreal personally, and I would say it beats Unity pretty much every step of the way except for that. And then also, I would say you have alternatives like Godot, like we talked about earlier for that, so that's not really a problem anyway. I never once looked back to Unity ever since I switched to UE5. I agree with that, absolutely, though. I used Unity while in school, and then a little bit at work, and it turned out that I always liked Unreal better no matter what. After I started learning Unreal, I preferred it to Unity, so I agree 100% with you on that. I just thank God that I have the computer capable to use UE5. Yeah, that's important. That's, you know what, that is actually a really good point that I overlooked. My apologies. It is true that Unreal takes more to run than Unity and Godot. So, of course, that should factor in. Some people might not want to use Unreal because it runs so slow, or I don't know if they have like an actual hard cutoff where they don't let you like some programs do, but it might run very slow and not be convenient to use. So that's something I take for granted and I should have considered.
Adir knows what is good for us. He may send Rogar, obey them. He may send Lord. Listen to them. Be grateful for their guidance. They know. You do not.
All right. Hey, Sean, how good is it? Hey, Fi, nice to see you, buddy. We just beat one of the Rogar Lords. We got 3 left. We're on our way to another one right now. So we're doing pretty well, I would say. Is it possible for them to optimize the engine to allow other developers to use it on a lesser system? You talk about Unreal. Well, they could optimize it, but there genuinely is a limit. Like, some things you have to do, they just take so much. You know, with the current technology, it's possible someone finds an algorithm or finds a method where it can be cheaper. But right now, yeah, there's just there's certain things that just take so much that pretty much at their base level, when you optimize as much as you can, that it would still take large requirements at a bare minimum. I don't know enough. I've seen a lot of Unreal's source code, but they have, when I say a lot, I mean like, you know, 100 files maybe, and there's like thousands. So there's so much, it would be hard for me to honestly give you a real answer. I don't want to pretend that I can. I would say they could optimize it and certainly make it better for lesser systems. I think that is honestly a fault of Epic, but I'm not blaming the developers like, oh, they didn't do this right. It's a tough job, and also they have a lot of other things they're worried about. They're not super worried about that. I think if they put the effort into it, they could. So I think the answer to your question is yes, at least to an extent, but I'm not sure, just because of the huge amount of stuff it has, if they would ever like reach the level like Unity or Godot, where it's a lot lighter weight. Unity and Godot also have lesser rendering engines, like not lesser, that makes it sound worse, but they have like lighter rendering engines. So I don't think Unreal has that. If they do, I've never seen it be used, but not saying that doesn't exist. And that's a really good choice for 2D and mobile as well. Nice. Are you beating them smoking sexy style? I would like to think so. I'm not sure if Dante would agree, but I would like to think so. We beat him like 3rd try, so it was pretty satisfying. I was pretty happy with it. Alright, I gotta be honest. You guys can just leave me alone. I'm just trying to get to the boss. I'm tired of fighting you. Oh, alright. Can I pull that in some way? Or am I just dead? I think I'm dead, fellas. I gotta be honest. I see the lever that I need to pull, but I think this needs to be raised first. So, well, it's been fun, ladies and gents. That's a shame. I knew the risk jumping down there, so. Just realized I totally forgot to ask you yesterday about binding resolution. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have followed up, too. I just forget. But, all right, well, I haven't done a binding since, like, genuinely by 2016. It's been a long time. And so I forget. But you absolutely can bind keys to do actions and buttons on your mouse to do actions that, you know, like changing things in command line or in your run prompt. I know that stuff is absolutely possible. So what you're asking should be completely possible. I will have to look or look and see if you can figure out how to bind just a key in general, and from there we can definitely make it work. But yeah, we might need a script to do it, or it might be more accessible. I don't know, because it kind of depends on if you can run a command on that bind that is simple, or if it's a little bit more complex. I don't typically change resolutions a lot, so I'm not educated enough about that, but we can certainly learn and figure it out. Fair, I guess technology has gotten better and also get out of my way, bro. I'm trying to find this other lever and talk to my friends here. I don't need some pygmy staring at me. Commander before and cheaper. Yes, it certainly has. You're absolutely right with that. So this... Give me a second. I gotta fight all these people because they're creeps. They won't leave me alone. Off of me, fella. Oh, I didn't realize how much damage he was doing. Alright, so I think we... I don't know. We have to go around. We have to... I don't know. We have to, like... I think we have to go in there, but it says the door is blocked from the other direction. So now I gotta figure out where to run from here. The sense this really good laptop, like 12-inch dollars, has the same GPU and processor, will allow you more entry. Yeah, that's absolutely true. And things have come a long way with that too, but they are quite expensive right now. I am more of a desktop person when I can be. I think a lot of people are, but I like laptops, of course. Very useful. I do think they're really expensive right now. I want to see them come down in price, but who knows how long it'll be until that happens. All right, I might have found something. I didn't realize this was here before. I'm gonna have to kill these guys because they are just bugging me. Okay, this... Alright. I'm gonna focus on actually getting through this area. Let me get to the boss. Yes, UE5 doesn't support HTML games. I don't know if it does. I'm gonna say no because of the actual weight behind it. When you package it, of course, you can make it a certain type. Like in Unity, you package for HTML. You can not HTML, but you package for that's not the right word here. You package for web, and you can actually support it that way. So yes, it might. I'm gonna say probably not, but not that it's not possible, just it wouldn't be good typically to do so just because of how much space it requires. And honestly, the specs in general, not just the actual memory. Alright, so we have spots we can fall down to as well. This is locked. Alright. So we got like a little gauntlet here before we can get to this next boss. We got to figure out how to get all these things open so we can pull the lever. Okay, we finally got one door open. Okay, this is right at the beginning, so we basically just got a nice shortcut. Good. Now. Alright, just leave me alone, guys. I don't need to fight all of you. I just want to know where I need to go. Is this where we came from? No. Getting a little confusing in this area. Oh, here we go. Here's this. Oh, I see what happened. Alright, so we went down that way. Let's follow it around now, the whole way. Alright, so I need to go this way. Oh my gosh. You think there's enough of you? Alright, up here we go. Here we go.
The deer will save you. Listen, learn, pray. The deer will hear. The deer will help. You are safe with him.
Could jump across there, but not sure if I need to just yet. Let's hold off on that. Alright, this is like actually a big area. I thought this was going to be kind of simple. We go find the lever, then we fight the boss, but there's a lot more going on here. Oh, we got an achievement. Good with weapons. What is it? Collected all weapon types. Yeah, we did, because we're awesome at the game. Alright, I don't think I can get to that yet. Okay, here we go. Let's open this. Wait, that's just a leave? We just leave that way? What's this direction? Oh, another door to open. Okay, another shortcut. Oh, good. This is the one that had the electrifying guy right up here. So now we have two shortcuts. This one leads us directly to this area, wherever this is. Let's try that out. Becoming a whole journey to get to this boss. I have that ultra-wide monitor, which is nice, but some games don't work full screen with a monitor that wide. I totally understand. I totally see the value in what you're trying to do. I am pretty positive we can make it work for real. I just don't know enough about it, and I haven't, unfortunately, tested it a ton. So this brings us back to this room, which is kind of good. It is a shortcut and allows us to traverse easily. Unfortunately, that doesn't really give me any information about where we need to go next, though. I was hoping this was going to clear that up, and it did not. Okay. I am going to run back in the room that we came from, and I am going to jump across that gap that I mentioned, and maybe we'll find something over there. But if not, we are going to keep searching. At this rate, we probably won't beat 2 bosses today, but we might get to the second boss. And then we'll only have 2 more bosses after that. I plan on playing Lies of P 2 weeks from now. But I think we're going to finish this. I'm going to say we want 3 more streams for this game, honestly. Oh, wait a second. I think I found exactly what I need. Yo. Pull the lever. Yeah, that's kind of rude, fellas. I'm just trying to pull that lever, which is, it may or may not lead me directly to your boss who I'm going to kill. But I'm just saying, you know, it's a little rude to attack me like that. It's kind of dishonorable to attack a man while he's pulling a lever. There we go. We got it, though. Is it going to bring that up for me?
At last I found it.
When did you get here?
We need to get to him somehow. Come on, hurry. This is it. Do you understand? This is the key.
I understand. Where are you going? Alright. So let me get these back real quick. There we go. There's my lost experience. Now, I'm guessing, I can't tell, but I think it might have raised that platform for us. It doesn't look like it did. Maybe she will. Maybe she can do something with it. Oh, come on. Alright, we already pulled the lever, so it's fine, but I'm getting my butt kicked the whole time. And man, I'm just trying to run through. I don't need to fight you. I don't have anything to prove. I'm just trying to continue on with my quest. Alright, so I get this. The lever is, in fact, still pulled, so we are safe. Let's follow her, I guess. I'm pretty sure we just have to go to where the Annihilator is. I don't think we really have to follow... I want that, though. I don't think we really have to follow her path. Can you get out of the way? Thank you. He literally moved aside. That was so awesome of him. Woo! That is a tough jump. Okay. Okay. Nope. I want the item. I just want to run and get the item. So like, oh. No. Okay. Is there an easier jump? Easier way to make this jump? Ah! Okay. One more time. One more try. And then we'll keep... No! No! Ooh. That was close. Can I do like a walking jump? No, it's just a roll. I have to be running for some reason. It's the only way I can jump in this game. Okay. Oh. No! Okay, yeah, we're... Alright. Well, we have passed away trying to get that, It's unfortunate, but we won't be able to complete our quest because the jumping. Harkin doesn't know how to jump. Have to be sprinting full speed to jump, and then it's like way too far past where I want to go. What if I just do like... No! What kind of jump even was that? Alright. I lost my experience, by the way. I don't know if you guys realize that. Because I did that, I did not pick up my experience, which means I lost my experience for that attempt. That's just a sad reality that we live in. Alright, at this point I feel I have to get this weapon, or this item, because otherwise I've wasted my experience from the champion for nothing, which is a sad day. Alright, well, you know what, at least we got it. We got an empty bottle, but that's actually good because we will use it. But still, it was not, I don't know if it was worth the effort. But here we are, we have made it now. Is this where she's at? I can't tell. I'm hoping that's the case. Oh yes, yes, this is raised now, good. So now we pull this guy. What was that? I could barely tell what was going on. Was that?
Stop! Don't hurt him!
Oh, okay.
What?
This is what I've been looking for. He is it!
Impossible.
What do you mean? That's not possible.
It is. I swear it. I cracked the code, and he is the key.
Okay.
He is trapped in space and time. If we set him free, he can take me with him. He can take me to my family.
What?
What are you talking about this time?
My mother. My mother isn't dead. She left me this book so that I could find her. It's hard to explain, but this being is the only one that can take me to her.
Okay, so we're gonna say I need to kill all lords.
It's a lord, and the lords have to be destroyed.
He has nothing to do with the Rogar Lords. You don't understand. If you want to fight a lord, then go up there. You leave this one alone.
All the more reason to kill him.
No, you have to let him take me back to my family.
What was in your book?
What did your book say about it?
This book is a map designed to lead me here. It's showing me how I can reunite with my family. This is a treasure beyond anything I imagined, and this being is the key to it.
Alright, it's a monster.
It's a monster. I mean, look at it.
I know what he looks like, but I swear to you, he is not a threat.
All the more reason to kill him.
No, you have to let him take me back to my family. My mother.
Okay,
It's
we already
hard to-
said this. So let's say you think it will talk to you.
What? This thing? Are you expecting it to talk to you? He said.
He knows why I'm here. I think he is saying I don't have much time.
I mean, if it means one less boss that I have to fight, okay, I'll let it live. Go for it. I don't know if we really have a choice, but if we do, this is very possibly an ending situation here. So let me do something. No, seriously, not a spoiler. I'm gonna look up how many endings are in this game, if there are separate ones. Are there different endings in Lords of the Fallen? 3 different endings based on which faction you align with. This is the old one. This is what Lords of the Fallen is this? It says, I think, 2014, right? 2014. Okay. All in-game choices you make have a light impact on the ending, but they will be remembered. Okay, but there are endings depending on what you do with the Annihilator. All right, so this is... I'm not going to look at it. I'm really not going to look at it. But if we want to pick one. Let me know, guys. I'll give you just like a minute, because if not, it's fine. We can always go through and see the others. Personally, I'm fine to let it live for real. I think it's a trap. I think it's bait. I think it's not going to work. We might have to kill it anyway. But I don't know. I'm kind of curious. I say we do it. I think let's let it live. You ready? Let it live.
If it's that important to you.
Yes.
Now let's see what actually happens here, because I don't know how much I buy this. Look, that guy does not look like he was going to be friendly. Okay, it actually looked like he did do what he said, though. Or what she said he would do. Okay, what's he gonna pop back in, or? I think that's fake. See, I don't... Wait, that's real? Wait, she was the last one here. What is this? Showed mercy to an imprisoned monster. Okay. Wait. So that actually was... Wait, is this not the Annihilator? Who the heck's the Annihilator? This came up when we entered this room at first. I thought he was the Annihilator. Alright, never mind then. So, I guess maybe that didn't have an ending. Okay, my bad. I overthought that a little bit. Okay, I'm assuming that this is going to kill me, but I want to try it. Oh, cool. I don't think I can get back in any way, which is probably what's going to kill me, but... Alright. Yeah, pretty sure we're just dead. That's fine. I kind of knew this going in. So where do we have to go, though? I guess I could just leave. Try leaving. Not sure where to go after this guy. Okay. Cool. Well, I'm going to say we beat 2 bosses this stream. Already. That's what I'm claiming, because I think that counts. Fortunately, I am now stuck. Destroy the last Rogar Lord. Oh, it opened this. I am stuck no longer. Although, actually, I think this is just the door that leads us to where we were before. I don't know where the Annihilator is. Why don't you tell me where he's at? You know what I mean? Like, destroy the Annihilator. Okay, where is he? Bring him to me. I'll destroy him. Destroy the last Rogar Lord, Annihilator, and summon a deer out of hiding. So, did we already kill a Rogar Lord? Are we only... Is he the last Rogar Lord? Because I don't understand. I thought there were 4 Rogar Lords, and that's only 2. Okay.
The lords came to crush the rebellion. There were no more believers or unbelievers. There was only death. But the judges held their ground. They cried freedom, and the deer's rage grew.
Okay, nice. I like that we can read these runes now, though. That is cool to get the logs like that. I've got no idea where my friend Annihilator is going to be, guys. So, unfortunately, the rest of the stream might just be running around trying to find him. I could look it up and see the general vicinity, but I'm not sure. It's kind of strange. When does the stream end? The stream ends around 6 o'clock. So in half an hour. Although I think we only have 2 bosses left. I think we have the Annihilator. And then I think we have the final boss. which is going to be a deer, I'm assuming. Okay, no worries. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for coming in and having great conversation about Unreal and Unity. I really do appreciate that. So no worries either way. Thank you for showing support, though. It means a ton. Don't think I disagree or anything. And you know, if you don't make it, well, I'll see you next time, though. It'll be all right. Thank you very much. Now, okay. So see, I don't think if we go back through here, we're going through the portal. It's just gonna take us to like the graveyard and stuff, which is fine. I'm trying to think if the Annihilator. All right, you know what? Let's do it. I don't want to look it up. I don't want to spoil it just yet. Let's see. I don't want to run around forever though. Let's see what's going on. We got live streams. Make sure you're... Gotta make sure you got the funds to keep going so I can get that. True. I respect that. That's a funny answer. That's a good answer. I will be here. Don't worry, but I like that. I certainly don't mind the support. Alright, let's level up a bit. I think... Oh no, we have 25 experience. And we lost it all. We didn't get any experience because we didn't kill that one monster. And we lost all the champions. Or all the guardians experience as well. Alright, let's... I guess let's run up this way. Because if we run up this way... We can go to that one gate that's been locked the whole time, and I can see if that door is open now for some reason. I don't have a lot of confidence that's where we have to go, though, but... I'm trying to think, like, where we haven't been. Oh yeah, this is what I'm talking about. So yeah, this is where I was trying to say. We can go over here. There's a door that's been locked since the beginning of this game. We were here in like episode 2, and we were never able to get over here. We went back for it, and I think we opened it, but I don't remember. So I know we could open this door, and this led us into the... Oh, wait, now I'm thinking about it. I think this is just the door inside by those two people that were talking. I mean, I'm glad we... Yeah, it is. I forgot we did get this last stream. Okay.
Not you again. Leave us alone.
Wait, why is he mad at me? Alright, let's do this real quick. Let's see. Where is Annihilator? Where's the fall? Last. I just want to know where it's at. None of that means anything to me. Okay. So, so the solution is literally... Okay, I literally do not have any more information on it. So he is in the portal, which I expected. I was gonna run out anyway because this. Now that I know we don't have to go through here, it can only be through the portal. But you're saying that Yetka should be there. Yetka just got sucked up. I don't know where she's at, so we're just gonna have to find it. I'm guessing if we go back through the portal. Oh, wait a second. Okay. What if we go to the portal in the room where we beat the infiltrator? Because that's called like the portal room, but yet we've never teleported out of it. I could see that maybe being the spot. Maybe we can go through there now? Maybe we could meet her there? I wish there was fast travel, and if there is, I'm just too much of an idiot to know how to use it, so that will do it. Oh, excuse me. Sir, you must stop, sir. Alright, so here we are, going back through the portal. The game, like the map, is really not that big. We don't have a ton of areas. So, we haven't been to the portal room, and we didn't go back to the ice area. Over by where the Guardian is. We can check them both out. The ice area, I don't see why the Annihilator would be there all of a sudden. Not that he couldn't be, but I just don't see why they would put him there necessarily. There's nothing that we haven't done over there. So, it'd be weird to add it there later, in my opinion. The portal room would have some significance. I don't think either of these antechambers are going to do anything or matter. We've used them so much in this game to cross through them like 95 times. And they're also not a good spot for a boss fight. So I don't think that's the issue. Here are the antechambers again. Oh, here we go. Can we actually do this time? I tried to do this before and I lost my runes. I wasn't able to. Let's go ahead and do this. Excellent. Oh, greed armor and another empty bottle. Cool. Right. Great sound effects there. That was nice. Yeah, like there, we can't get up there. I'm thinking he's got to be the portal room. If he's not in the portal room, I've got no idea where he's at. He could be in that area where we just were, but literally the only spot that I think we didn't go... Well, actually, wait a second. I do know somewhere we didn't go. We did not fall in those pits. We didn't fall in the pits by the shortcut. We also didn't jump the gap. That's what I was really going to suggest, is that we could jump that gap. But now I'm like, we didn't fall in the pits. And maybe they're not just pits of death. They might actually have something to them. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's check them out. So first things first, while we are up here, let's do the gap. I want to jump the gap. Guys, I promise you can leave me alone. I'm not here to hurt you. You can just let me run by. Alright. So, pick this up. That's the Tyrant's Heart. So we could actually kill this guy and get rid of him if we want to, but it's not that important. Now the next thing, there is a way for us to jump right here, right where all the light's shining. I got hit and now I don't know where I'm at for sure. These are the gaps I was talking about. They are death though. I could go and check everyone individually if needed, but they certainly are death, so we know that now. Let's see what the gap is. Let's see what the gap gives us. That's our last shot. Let's hope that we get something good. Oh, well, and the portal room. I didn't actually go there. Alright. Made the jump. Really the roll. Can't open the gate. But there is a door here. He had the right wing key. Okay, so we had to kill him. Alright, this is looking good right now. Here's another tyrant. We got the tyrant's heart. Right here. Nope, I want to destroy... Nope. I want to destroy this. And I need to take the heart. Alright, I want to heal. I want to heal again. See if I can run by this guy. I need to take his heart before we down him so we can kill him. And now let's kill him. He is dead. Okay. Got anything back here that you're hiding, sir? Looks like it, actually. Oh, shortcut. Good. Oh, I know where this shortcut is, too. This is where we died last time, like 3 gravity deaths in a row. Oh, we have 2 ways. Okay. Open the door by putting the runes in the slot. Let's do it. Oh. You're kind of a big boy, huh? Oh, this is a shortcut too. I know exactly where we are now because we have this guy. Oh, come on, get out. Oh, come on. Alright, we gotta do that again, but we unlock 2 shortcuts this way. I only have 1 other path. The path has to lead to the Annihilator, hopefully. And then we're getting somewhere if it does. Alright. Let's run. Do this run again. We have to not get stunned by this guy trying to go over this. Jump over that. Alright, we killed this tyrant, so he's not bothering us anymore. We can go up the steps. And then we're gonna go to the left at the end of this. And hopefully that is a different path. Okay, I think it just leads to this chest, actually, which is good, and I'll take it. But that does mean that my efforts were unsuccessful in figuring out where the Annihilator was. Alright, well, I'm going to jump down here, and I'm going to grab this. Ugh. I was gonna say, can I get my experience? Let's beat this. Take his heart. Oh, I didn't realize he was gonna just absolutely destroy me like that in then 1 hit. Well, whatever. We already did what we came for. So now... Ooh, now what do we do? I can try the portal room. Or I can see if there's anything else The only thing I can think of over here still is like this main area, because we never came back here after the other boss. This leads us to that guy we just killed. That leads us to the holes with all the spiders. That's what Harkin sounds like now? Alright, and this is the room we were in when she initially allowed us to start transcribing those texts.
The three judges defeated the last of the lords, filling Adir with helpless fury. He was desperate, so he came to the battlefield himself.
Okay.
It was in that moment that the bastard god was defeated. Humanity triumphed.
Alright, that was good. We got that log. I just want to leave. I don't even need to kill the tyrant. I just want to leave. Just let me out. Just let me out, brother. Please. Alright, we got 7 minutes. Let's go back here. That way we can get to the portal room. And if that is not where it is that we need to go, then I am not sure where we need to go exactly, but I'm sure we can figure it out. I just don't know what it is right now. Okay. I wanted to grab the experience, but you know what? It's whatever. We got through the door. I never saw this, apparently, after defeating the Guardian. Okay, let's go to the portal room, and we'll wrap up there. I mean, if we find something awesome, very excited. If we don't, then another place we know we don't have to check. Here's the ice area I had mentioned earlier. I don't expect anything to be here. And it doesn't look like there is, so that's to be expected, but you know what? Again, now we know. While we're here, let's meet our skull guy. Skull friend.
I'll keep set.
I don't have any skulls for him right now. I don't know why I can't open that door. Not exactly sure how we're supposed to open that one. Okay. Well, now we are here. There are actually enemies in here now, but I'm not sure if that is where we need to go or not. This is where we went with her. I mean, I can go back up here. That's a good idea, too. Could be back with the books and everything. See, there's enemies all around now. So it makes me think that I did something right. But that's just going to leave, and that's going to bring us to the same spot we just were. So now I'm like, well, I don't think it even matters. What's this right here? Leave. What is leaving this way, dude? Is this where we came in? I don't think so. Got ya. Right. Okay. All right. I'm just going to do a quick run around this room, and then we'll wrap up. We only have 2 bosses left. I don't know exactly where I have to go, but we ruled out a lot of different opportunities, or options, rather, that we have. I want to see if I can open this with the new key that I got, but no, I can't. I don't know why I can't open those 2 doors. Makes me curious if they're related, but I think they're just like little side rooms.
The judges didn't hesitate. They faced the lords of the god. We hid in fear. But they stood and waged battle. When we came out of hiding, the world was a burning husk. But we were still alive, and we knew who had saved us.
Okay. I'm gonna say that it's not over here. So we will look more in the next episode. Wait a second, let me come up here. I think yeah, this is the one I already pulled. Okay, yeah, I'm confident it's not here. Alright, we'll look more in the next episode, but we made great progress today. We might be able to finish in the next episode, but that might be a stretch. I'd say 2 more episodes. I initially thought there were going to be 3. I think there's only going to be 2 more, and then we'll have this game finished, and then we will play Lies of P. That'll be our next game. So thank you guys for coming here. Dan says night. Have a good night. Appreciate you being here, and looking forward to next Wednesday when we continue this stream. So everyone, have a great night, and talk to you next time. Bye, guys.